Hi guys, now today we're making another very simple noodle dish, Cantonese fried Yee Mee or Cantonese fried noodles. All right, it's crispy, it's saucy, it's soupy, it's hearty, it's delicious. It's gonna be good. Let's go. All right, so first of all, our chicken. Yeah, we're making a halal version, so we're using chicken breast. Into a bowl. Now, this chicken we're gonna season. A little bit of sesame oil, splash of soy, dash of white pepper, some salt, and tapioca starch. There we go, mix it all up together and let this marinate on the side. Now, fish cakes. There we go, into the wok, add a little bit of oil. What we want to do is sort of fry the fish cake first so we get that nice and aromatic. Now while that's happening, we've got some garlic smash. Remove skin. All right, mince the garlic. Now, let's get that fish cake frying. There we go, beautiful. If you notice, you find that the ingredients are pretty similar to the Chinese braised noodle that we did a while ago. And it's basically almost the same ingredients, but yeah, it's a totally different dish and it tastes totally different. Now, if you've not checked that out, do click the link up above and it'll take you straight there. That noodle is so delicious. Easy to make, hearty and delicious. You see, nice fish cakes crisping up. Garlic goes in. Get your garlic nice and golden. Nice, water goes in. Now, if you have stock at home, please do use stock. But if not, water will work. And here I'm using powdered stock. Now, the powdered stock that I'll be using is sole fish stock because I find that the sole fish stock has a more savory note to it compared to when you're using sort of chicken stock or even anchovy stock. Yeah. But if you can't find sole fish stock, chicken stock or anchovy stock will work as well. So now, season. Oyster sauce. Now, you don't want too much of oyster sauce. Like again, in the last video I said oyster sauce will make it sweet and also oyster sauce will make it a little bit darker. Yeah. Soy sauce a little bit, but not too much. Again, this noodle dish has a bright color. Yeah, not dark. Dash of white pepper. Salt. Bring this up to a boil before we add in the other ingredients. All right, so now, while we're waiting for that to happen, I have some mustard greens here. We're just going to cut it lengthways. There we go. For the bottom stem that's a little bit thick, let's cut them in half. Now I have a little bit of cabbage left over. Yep, that's already just been cut up to pieces. Put it together and we'll wash this all up. Now, our stock is nice and boiling. We're going to add in the chicken, seafood, prawns, and squids. All right, here I have some tapioca starch that I'm going to add some water to. This is going to thicken the gravy, into this nice, thick, velvety gravy. If you don't have tapioca starch, you can substitute tapioca starch with cornstarch as well. Very important, you want to wait till it's sort of simmering, boiling, and then we'll add in the starch. We're going to get it sort of nice and thick. Now, vegetable goes in. I didn't put the vegetable earlier because you don't want the vegetable to be overcooked. You still want them sort of nice and crisp. This is about to be done. Yeah, once the vegetable is cooked, we can turn off the heat and we're going to lace it with egg whites and then serve. Now, I explained to you before why I like using Yee Mee. Number one, because, it's dried noodles. It's like your spaghetti, your pasta. You can keep it for months and it'll be all right. You don't have to worry about it going bad compared to fresh noodles. And I also explained to you the variety of Yee Mee there is, mainly in the thickness of the Yee Mee. You've got some that are really thick. Those are meant for braising, and some are there this thin that you can make Cantonese style noodles. Yeah, where you have something, where you have a gravy that's nice and hot. You pour it over, and that's going to sort of cook or soften the noodles. All right, now vegetables are cooked. Yeah, turn off the heat, and I'm going to add in egg whites. All right, so as I add in egg whites, I've got a ladle here, which I'm just gonna use to, you know, stir up the egg whites. Egg whites in, now we serve. The egg whites sort of cooking during this process as well. It's important that the egg white stays sort of nice and silky and not scrambled in your dish. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cantonese fried noodles. All right, now it's time to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'd be so kind to join me. The one thing I love about the Cantonese style Yee Mee is that the texture of the noodle is just so wild, because you pour it, once you pour the hot sauce on, it still stays crispy for a bit. And you know, if you serve it immediately and you're having it immediately, you dive into this noodle that's sort of soft in some areas, crispy in others, and because the egg noodles are deep fried, so it's also very, very aromatic, very, very flavorful, absolutely delicious. If you're a texture freak like me, yeah, I'm talking like, you know, if you had to eat porridge, you'd pour in a bag of, like, you know, chips just to give it a bit more texture, kind of texture free, then this is a dish that you definitely enjoy. So good. Look at that. And because of how thick the gravy is, it sort of just sticks to the noodle. So every slurp of noodle you get, all that gravy just tags along. Man. All right, done. I mean, it's a no-brainer, super simple dish. I make dishes like this at home all the time, especially during lunchtime when, you know, I'm about to head off to work, but I have to cook something for the kids. I'll whip up something like this, and my kids absolutely love noodles. So it feeds the family. You know, you've got protein in there, you've got your fibers in there, everything's in. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. And if you've missed the braised Hokkien Yee Mee recipe, the one I did before this, do click the link and check that out. They're two very simple recipes that I think you can keep at home if you're going to start buying Yee Mees, because they're very, very versatile and fantastic to eat generally. I'll see you next week. Ciao guys. Love you all. Peace. Come on and eat. Put the camera down.